We're about to take a tour of some of the component parts that's going into my 1971 Datsun Z Geno's car. It's in a paint shop now. It should be out in a couple of days with a sort of a lime green paint job. But anyway, we're going to start out with the engine here. It has a 1980 Datsun 280Z. It's been freshly rebuilt. It has a lot of trick little features in it. You see the stainless steel header system there. I had a little addition on here to bring the two inchers into a 3-inch discharge. That should let it breathe pretty good on the exhaust side. We have a couple of 50 millimeter SU carburetors remanufactured by Z Therapy. Fairly good sized carburetors. The air balance tube, instead of going Euro style, I cleaned up the existing tube, plugged the holes we didn't need. Hate to say it, but this car probably won't pass smog. However, it will run quite well. All the aluminum on the car, I run through the bead blaster and polished it all up. Everything you see is pretty shiny. Had to settle for chrome gas filters, one for each carburetor. It has a carbon fiber valve cover, K&N valve cover breather. Of course, the air cleaners are all K&N air cleaners. Even the crankcase breather is a K&N filter. One thing that we added to this car that you don't see on most 1971 Datsuns is power steering. It has a Subaru rack and pinion steering system in it, which works really good. We had all the little trick stuff, you know, like polished aluminum oil filler cap. Just happened to have a genuine OEM Nissan oil filter to put on it. Starter will come on a little bit later. Of course, we had to identify the engine as a Datsun. It is a pretty much stock 280Z engine. It's just has a fresh build on it. However, I did take the flywheel off and had it resurfaced, a new clutch and pressure plate, and all was balanced up, hoping for a nice smooth ride out of the car. Still a few parts that aren't hanging on there, but this is, by the time we get the transmission on it, we'll go into the engine compartment. I'm almost sure that it's going to breathe well with this 3-inch exhaust system clear to the tailpipe. These SUs are freshly rebuilt, all ball bearing shaft bearings in them, and like I say, Z Therapy does a really good job on these carburetor rebuilds. Here's a transmission that's going in 71 Geno's. It's a 280Z 5-speed. I'm not sure what year it is, but it's been freshly rebuilt. I took it to the sandblaster and blasted all the crud off in it, polished up, primed it, and put a fresh coat of a special heat-resistant aluminum paint on it. It looks pretty much like aluminum. And we've got the differential here is a R200 out of a Datsun Z. Not sure again what year it is. It was just part of the collection that we had to work with. Took it all apart, and all the ring and pinion looks real good. All the gears and bearings look good in it. There again, we freshened it up with some fresh paint, and also run the cover through the bead blaster to give it a little extra shine. The fuel system is going to be ran by a Carter fuel pump. We're running 3/8 line with a regulator and a pressure valve so we can see what we're doing. Here's the tires for the car. A little bit unusual for a Datsun probably. We did a major body work on it to get these huge tires to fit. As you can see in the foreground there is a standard size Datsun tire, and you can see it's considerably smaller than what's going on in the car, so it ought to look pretty awesome when we get it all put together. Actually, they're a 16-inch wheel. We have good rich tires. Nothing special there, but they ought to hold the car up pretty good. Well, naturally, the air compressor has to come on just about time I'm trying to shoot a video. Over here in this table, we've got a few trick parts for it. This is a carbon fiber back bumper that going on the back of the car. Door handles are carbon fiber, and there's some of the badges. Radiator cap, master cylinder caps, and this Datsun hood emblem. I got in a terrible bidding war on eBay for this. It's a OEM emblem, and apparently it was the last one in the world according to the bidding, but I did get it. We're putting a new dash cover on the car, a full cover. I never did like the looks of those seams up there right through the middle of the gauges, so we're putting a full cover on the dash. A few component parts down here kind of cleaned up. Everything is getting either powder coated or painted. There's a vacuum booster, dry shaft, and you'll see the mustache bar down there, starter, and there's some of our 3/8 steel fuel line that'll go from the tank up to the fuel pump, or to the fuel pump and then up to the regulator on the car. Anyway, this is just a few of the components that are going into this 1971 Datsun Z Genos. We're anticipating the car to come out of the paint shop in a couple days. Hardly wait to see what it's going to look like. We'll keep in touch with you as things progress.